With all the confusion around Taeil's situation, it has become increasingly hard for people to distinguish between what's true and the wild rumors spreading every day. So what do we really know, and what details might have been hidden from the public? On August 28th, SM Entertainment revealed they recently became aware of Taeil's involvement in serious allegations related to SA. They stated that after conducting an internal investigation, they decided to let him go from the group, framing it as a mutual decision between the two parties. According to their official statement, Taeil is reportedly cooperating with the police, and SM promised to share more updates while apologizing for any distress caused. The news sent shockwaves through the industry, but what really stood out was how quickly the company responded, especially since they usually stick by their artists even during major scandals. After the announcement, both the official NCT Instagram account and the individual members unfollowed Taeil. Taeyong took it a step further by removing all pictures of them together from his account. Even though SM's statement hadn't been clear on the details of Taeil's crimes, the strong response from his friends and bandmates, as well as the company, suggested that the allegations were serious. Insiders also mentioned that this situation is different from past cases involving SM artists, which had people fearing for the worst. Later on, the police shared more details with KBS about the timeline of the incident. They revealed that a woman filed a report in June accusing Taeil of SA, which has led to an ongoing investigation. Out of respect for the victim's privacy, they withheld most details, but even the little information shared was enough to spark a reaction. People were outraged when they found out the investigation had been ongoing since June, accusing SM of covering it up and still allowing him to join group activities despite the accusations. In light of this backlash, SM released a second statement saying they first learned of the allegations in mid-August, around the same time Taeil was informed of them. They shared that he was questioned by the police on August 28th, the same day he was removed from NCT, so they hadn't been concealing anything. On September 13th, the police provided another update announcing that Taeil's case had been sent to the prosecution the previous day. According to them, he wouldn't be detained before the prosecution decides whether to move forward with the case. The police also declined to disclose how many victims are involved, as the case hasn't officially been filed with the prosecution yet. However, what got the attention of the public was that the police implied that there might have been multiple victims of the crime. Their comments said things like, "So it's not only one person, looks like there are several," and "number of victims? No, but this gave me goosebumps." The unclear nature of the situation seemed to encourage people to outdo each other with increasingly wild accusations against Taeil, even involving underage individuals in the mix. The situation became so tangled that it was hard to separate fact from fiction, with many people focusing more on random speculations than on what really happened. A major allegation against Taeil was that his accuser was a minor, with several claims suggesting the individual who reported him was underage. When the case first broke out, there were a lot of social media accounts that spread a rumor about Taeil having non-consensual relations with an 11-year-old girl. In fact, these rumors went as far as to say that Taeil had been so brutal and aggressive during their relations that he had left her permanently disabled. After this, another rumor surfaced about the victim being 11, sparked by a Twitter user's claim that Taeil had harassed her for 6 years, continuing until she turned 17. According to this user, Taeil had been filming the victim when she was undressed and then sold the videos on Telegram chats. They shared 2 screenshots they claimed were KakaoTalk messages between Taeil and the victim. In these messages, Taeil supposedly demanded photos of her chest and threatened to upload all her explicit pictures and videos on Telegram if she didn't comply. The alleged victims respond to him by saying they don't care, prompting Taeil's supposed messages to become menacing as he asks whether she wants the whole world to see their explicit interactions. As you might have figured out, both accusations were far from accurate. They appeared to be more about seeking social media attention than genuinely raising awareness about the crimes that were committed. First of all, there was absolutely no proof of the victim's age. When the rumors began, the only fact known was that Taeil had left NCT because of serious crimes. However, some people began speculating about ages to make the situation even more shocking, despite the fact that it was already distressing enough for anyone with common sense, not to mention the victim. Moreover, the screenshots intended to show that Taeil harassed and blackmailed a minor for explicit images were not in correct Korean. The messages appeared to be poorly translated rather than something written by a native speaker. Not to mention that in the messages, Taeil, who's supposed to be much older than the victim, is talking to her formally, which would make no sense. The confirmation about her victim's age finally came from the police themselves, who probably saw just how wild the rumors were getting. In a short, direct statement, they confirmed that the person who was hurt by Taeil was an adult woman, not a minor. Furthermore, by South Korean law, if someone is accused of a crime against a minor, that accusation stays in place even if the victim becomes an adult during the legal proceedings, so there's no way that he was reported by a minor. On the topic of Telegram, there are other rumors involving Taeil linked to the platform. When news of Taeil's crimes broke, South Korea faced another major issue related related to Telegram chat rooms that impacted many women. One of these rooms had over 212,000 members, as revealed by victims and various sources. Reports indicated that to get into these chat rooms, users were required to submit explicit photos of any girl or woman they knew, like classmates or friends, along with her personal details. Next, users began sharing inappropriate photos of their mothers, sisters, and other women in their lives, doing so either for free or for payment. Additionally, several chat rooms focused on students from universities, high schools, and middle schools, where male students created and shared explicit deepfakes of female classmates along with their private information. There have also been websites that were created to host manipulated images of female K-pop idols, with one site listing over 100 names from various generations, including some from fifth-generation groups. These manipulated images feature the faces of idols placed onto existing adult content or edited photos to make them appear undressed, no matter their age. As these issues grew alongside the revelation of Taeil's actions, the unclear nature of his crimes led many to speculate that he must have been involved in those chats. It was then that the speculations went out of control. The most prominent one was that over 200 male celebrities involved in the chat rooms would soon be named publicly, and that one of the names would be that of Taeil. Despite the shocking nature of these rumors, there was no solid evidence or credible sources backing them up. There's a possibility that some male celebrities could be involved in the new Nth Room chat rooms, but so far no official announcement has confirmed this. Moreover, the police reports on Taeil's case do not mention any such information, indicating that these rumors are mixing with the facts. These rumors and accusations were largely tied to the post made by an Instagram user known as Agnes_121430. While her account had been active for a long time, they only started posting about Taeil in June of this year, which coincided with the time the police report was filed. In her initial post on June 20th, she questioned whether Taeil had finally stopped messing with her phone, claiming he had been hacking her and using hidden cameras for over 6 years. On June 22nd, she appeared to share a police complaint, and by July 10th, she made a post describing him as a shameless hacker and accused him and his friends of harassment. From her post, it seems she alleges that Taeil secretly filmed her for 6 years, asserting that she is a victim of Molka. She also claimed his harassment pushed her to consider self-harm and alleged he threatened and blackmailed her with the footage he had recorded. While her allegations haven't been verified, some fans believe them since they surfaced before the scandal and because she allegedly filed a complaint in June. She had also mentioned in one post that the police dismissed her worries about her hacked phone, which supported her claims of filing a complaint. However, there are doubts about her credibility since some fans recall her spreading rumors about other NCT members in the past, rumors that were very serious but unfounded. It's also worth noting that even if Agnes is being honest, she wasn't the one to kickstart the police investigation. In a post on August 29th, she revealed that she filed a lawsuit in June and got results on August 21st, just a week before SM's announcement, indicating that she wasn't the only one to have been a victim of his. However, it was Agnes's claims that started all the other ones. When she alleged that Taeil had harassed her for 6 years, people started the rumor that she had been only 12 when things started. This then snowballed to the accusations that he had tormented an 11-year-old, taking pictures of her when she was undressed and threatening her with them. So, seeing this situation unfold, it became very clear that some K-pop fans don't really care about what's true or respecting the victim's wishes or privacy. The situation was certainly shocking, especially since it involved a member of a major K-pop group. However, that didn't justify people making wild and unfounded claims about what happened to the victim when there was no real information available. These rumors are very harmful as well, since they can overshadow what really happened, making the situation seem less serious by focusing on exaggerated details. So, when wild claims get the most attention, they distract from the real issues and downplay the severity of the crime. Even if the public feels frustrated by the unclear details of the crime, the police have already stated they are keeping information private to protect the victims. It's best to wait for official updates and hope that the victims, however many there are, receive the justice they deserve.